Hello, this is Chad Middleton from Vision Counseling and Vocational Consulting here in Columbia, South Carolina, where we are vocational experts. We provide evidence to support your TDIU claim, Social Security claim, even workers' compensation claim. We are the vocational experts. We have today with us one of our veterans that has come to us for vocational evaluation, and we want to do a quick video with him about his process and the results. All right. Sir, if you don't mind telling us what your first name is.
Brandon.
Brandon. Thank you, Brandon, for checking us out. You came to us and you started the process when?
I initially contacted you in February, I believe, of this year.
Okay. February. And did you have an initial consultation, which is a one-on-one, or did you do the webinar?
I had an initial consultation.
Okay.
I found you over the web, and yeah.
Okay, so you found us on YouTube. You had an initial consultation. It was a one-on-one. And what did you think about that one-on-one session?
To be honest, I was still a little skeptical.
Yes, sir.
But I felt a good vibe after talking to you. I felt a little bit more positive. I just figured I'd give it a shot. At that point, I needed to get it done, and I felt like you were very well and capable. I just needed to see, you miss everything you don't swing at.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I always say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So that's very good. Absolutely. What was your rating when you first came to us?
Initially, I had a 90% when I spoke to you.
Okay.
70 for PTSD.
Okay.
50 for migraines, and 10 for tinnitus.
Okay. All right. 90% overall. Okay. Very good. Very good. So how was your conditions affecting your ability to work?
It just makes me very unreliable. With the migraines, I'm down quite often. They're prostrating migraines, so I don't get out, or do well in public settings with the loud noise and things of that nature. So it just renders me incapable of working.
Absolutely. And you've been unemployed now. When you came to us, how long were you unemployed?
When I came to you guys, I had been unemployed a little bit more than a year.
Okay.
I had just come from a work environment where I had special arrangements or special conditions. I was able to work by myself, and so the owners of the company had worked with me, and we made some things work to accommodate my conditions.
Were you terminated, resigned, or retired from that position?
I resigned. My conditions continued to worsen, and I just became incapable of continuing further.
Okay, very good, very good. So we saw that when your initial consultation came up, those were the conditions in place. And based on those conditions, you was having severe symptoms associated with your service-connected conditions. You were unemployed. And had you ever applied for TDIU benefits before?
No.
Okay, all right.
No.
So like many veterans, they get to that particular place, they have 90%, they're unable to work, and they've never applied for TDIU benefits before. So after we had our initial consultation, did you choose to apply for TDIU then, or did you wait until the report was done?
I waited for the report. I didn't file for TDIU. I was invited to apply for TDIU in December.
Okay.
It took me until, like I said, until February to investigate and find someone in your field,
right,
to be able to assist me, and then I had to get the information together, get it to you, and all that good stuff.
Very good. So we moved from the initial consultation. You felt pretty good about the process. We didn't make a decision after the initial consultation, but we asked you to get us some information, some documentation about your medical, about your award letters, and all the information that we needed to assess your condition. Did you find it hard getting us the information that we need?
No, I have been compiling all that information, and my PTSD doesn't allow me to operate like that.
Yeah.
So I had everything that you needed. I just needed to sit down and package it up for you. But I already had acquired most of that stuff over the length of my fight with the VA for my different ratings.
Okay. And I must say, from the information you sent in to us, it was very organized, very detailed. You emailed everything in to us, right? You gave us a list of things that we all asked for, and that information was used in your report, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You had DBQs to send us. You had medical records from the VA hospital. You had all of your rating decisions. You was able to go into My Benefits, copy those letters, send those in to us. And then after we did the assessment, we said, okay, Brandon, looks like we can do a report. Your answer, your response to that was what?
Great. Let's get it done. I was on the clock. I had received their invitation to apply for TDIU in December.
Okay.
When we did the initial consultation, it was like March, and then I got the information to you in April.
Right.
Early April, end of March, early April. And you were able to get the report back to me in May. And so I was kind of fighting the clock. I didn't want them to close the pending issue because of non-response.
Absolutely.
So we were able to get it all done and get it in time. And yeah, it worked out.
That's very good. So, and that's one thing we tell our vets. After we do the consultation, after we do the assessment, if you agree for us to do a report, it'll take 30 to 45 days for us to put the report in your hand. Did you get the report in that particular period of time? First, and secondly, when you reviewed the report, what did you think?
I received the report on day 30.
Yeah.
Of the 31 days, and the report was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I would have easily assumed that the person represented in the report was incapable of any activity outside of living. And so, yeah, I thought that the report was very detailed, very detailed. It was very, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of how to put it, but you sourced all of my medical records. You referenced every one of my results from past experiences with the VA.
Yes.
So you really kind of put their own words back in front of,
right.
You know, and that I believe was what was the game changer. It made a difference.
Absolutely, because there are doctors who are commenting about your health, but they're not translating those conditions into work. Because we're work specialists, we make the information that is afforded to us from medical doctors, and we translate that into tasks and duties and things that you can do. And based on all of that information, we basically said there's no work that you can do based on these limitations. And we also made a comment about absenteeism on the job. Basically, if you're having migraine headaches at the rate that you were having them, it's very hard for you to stay on the job with the migraine headache. And you were having more than 2 a month, correct?
Yes, I do somewhere between maybe 2 to maybe 3 a week, and right. it had affected my attendance in a very negative way. It made me very undependable for my job situation.
Absolutely. And we basically took that information, we took the medical documentation, And we didn't just go on your word. We went on the evidence that was in your ratings and in your medical records. And we put it in a report. We got you the report. I believe you said, yep, on May the 16th, we got you a report. You filed for TDIU after that, correct?
I filed on the 18th.
Okay. All right.
I
And
filed
what
on the
happened?
18th.
What happened after you filed?
Well, I had an unusual thing because they didn't require any CMPs.
Mm,
Your report was a home run. Last week they contacted, they sent me the notice advising me that I had been granted TDIU. I've been waiting since May to hear about a CMP exam, and they didn't even have me come in for a CMP.
Come on, man.
For either the migraines or for my PTSD.
That put such a big smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? That's such a big smile on my face, because I think that is the response when you have someone who's an expert to talk about the facts of the case, not feelings, not what you said. It's the facts of the report. They got the report and said, basically, we're going to grant your TDIU, right? They sent you a letter and said that your TDIU was awarded?
Yes, sir.
Very
with the effective date of May the 18th, from the day that it was turned in. They went back to the day it was turned in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now you realize how hard it is to get it straight up 100%, right? You've been trying. I mean, yeah. You're 90%, 90%, 90%, but this one home run hit got you 100% P&T with the first try. First swing, we got it, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what do you have to say to anyone that may be skeptical about these services, about these results?
I would tell them to get in there. If you're not swinging, you're probably getting hit.
Yeah.
So get on in there. I mean, the guy's report was a big catalyst in the results that I received. Like I said, I didn't have any CMP exams or anything. I don't think that they even questioned his report. Right. But it was so detailed and thorough. He left no stone unturned. I mean, he hit every point that I would have thought would have been used as a rebuttal with regard to my ability to do some type of work. And I come from a factory environment. Okay, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, sometimes 7. You know, this report definitely made a difference to me and my family. It got it done. I don't have any physical limitation.
Right.
Everything is mental.
Right.
And so you gotta ask. You gotta ask, but you gotta fight. You gotta fight with the VA. You gotta fight. You gotta put them in a position where they can't deny what you're giving them. So
absolutely.
I think this report here, this service here, I think is really dynamic. It can help. It can really help.
Thank you, Brandon. I really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of vets that have similar situations as yours. My heart goes out to anybody that put their life on the line for the United States. And I know it's a struggle trying to get these benefits, but a lot of people don't know about the evidence we provide pertaining to your ability to work. And this video should help a lot of people really consider doing a vocational evaluation. All right. I'm glad you did the research on YouTube. I'm glad you reached out to us, even though you were a little skeptical. I'm glad you took a chance. You swung, first swing, knocked it out of the park, man. So I really feel proud that the report was meticulous. We used every bit of those 30 to 45 days trying to get your report right, because we realized more eyes is going to be looking at this report. Okay. And once it becomes settled, they read it. They really have to dismiss it in order to deny your TDIU results. They got to dismiss the report. But as you can see, You turned in the report, no CMP exam, awarded TDIU benefits. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. If you need anything else, especially if you start considering Social Security, anything like that, give us a call back so that we can talk about that and address that as well. But I appreciate it. Did you have any questions or any comments that you want to make to our YouTube followers?
No, I'm just going to tell you that Chad Middleton
Yeah,
and Vision Consulting did a phenomenal job for me and my family, and I think that if they put the same amount of effort in helping you, I think that you'll be putting your best foot forward.
absolutely.
Okay, that's the best way I can put it. I think that
Yeah, man.
you know you're gonna be putting your best foot forward.
And
Hey,
I
thank you,
couldn't.
man.
You're welcome. I couldn't have did it without you. If you didn't send me the documentation, it wouldn't have worked. If you didn't go to those doctor's appointments, it wouldn't have worked. If you didn't go to those CMP exams that you had prior, it wouldn't have worked. But if you have the effort and you're making the effort and you are unemployed and you're totally disabled or you're suffering because of your conditions, at least consider it. Give our office a call so that we can get you, like Brandon, happy, family happy. You know, in your state, are your children able to go to school for free if you're 100%?
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Look, that's amazing. That is amazing. Well, if you got any question, you got any further questions, if you want to follow up, tell people in your area about our services, and we'll be more than happy to try to serve them, man. Thank you very much. We'll talk with you again soon.
Hey, thanks now.
All right, take care.